Alright, today we're going to make caramel corn. I had a couple of requests to make this, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw it together real quick. I've already started with all my ingredients, heating everything up, so hopefully it'll be a lot quicker video today. What we're going to do is pop the corn on the oven, or on the stove, sorry, instead of microwave popcorn or anything like that. And I don't have an air popper. I wish I did, but I don't. So what I did was put a bunch of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, just enough to cover the bottom because I'm making a lot of popcorn. Then I'll take my popping kernels and then pour as much as I need in there, enough just to make a couple servings. But I'll be making a bunch for a bunch of people tonight, so just gonna go ahead and wait until this oil heats up. Usually what I'll do is take a couple of kernels and just toss them in as the oil is heating up. And then once I hear those pop, I'll know it's about ready. For the caramel corn, what you're gonna do is get a separate pot. The recipe's over here. You want to put 1.5 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and 6 tablespoons of water. And just bring all of that to a boil and boil it to 234 degrees. So I've already got the butter and water going. I'm going to go ahead and add the brown sugar. Like I said, I'm making a lot more, so I have a bunch of brown sugar in here. Wait for that to heat up. You can hear the popcorn kernels that are in there are starting to pop. The oil's about ready. So what I'm going to do for caramel corn, I'll actually make kind of a caramel corn, kettle corn mixture. I think it tastes a lot better. So before I pop the corn, I'm going to go ahead and throw in a 1/4 cup of sugar into the oil. Get my corn ready. I'm going to stir up this caramel over here. You'll actually see the caramel start to caramelize as it heats up, and it gets pretty thick as it's boiling. My sugar and oil is ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in my kernels. Put a bunch in there. Wait for that to pop. Got my caramel going over here. Make sure you stir this up quite a bit so it doesn't boil over, otherwise you're going to have real nasty mess. The stuff does stick and it's super hot. Don't try and lick the spoon. It will stick to your face and burn your lip. Not speaking from experience or anything. So keep this going, stirring up. My popcorn's popping. I'm gonna grab my handy dandy thermometer. Check the temperature on this caramel. I know 234 sounds really weird. It's kind of like a random number for a temperature, and I don't really know the significance of the actual number. When I got the recipe, I got it a couple years back, so I'm sorry I don't have a website for you. That's what temperature it told me to boil to, so that's what I'm going to do. Got my popcorn going real well. It's kind of smoky with the sugar and everything in there. Just going to mix it up a little bit. Stir up my caramel some. Okay, everything's popped. Caramel's ready to go. I'll just give you a quick shot of the caramel. Looking pretty good in there. And the popcorn. Popcorn looks burnt, but it's just the sugar. It's really good. There's not as much as I thought there was. So, oops. But oh well. So, let me just prop you back up here. Now we're going to mix the two. Just take your bowl. Ooh, those are my cupcakes I made earlier. Take your caramel, drizzle it over. Still really hot, so don't try and taste it. Pop a lid over the popcorn. Actually, scratch that. Take your spoon and just start mixing this caramel corn around. Make sure it gets all nice and covered. I actually used to work for the infamous caramel corn in the mall when I was much younger, and I did not get this recipe from there. I didn't steal it or anything. I never even got to make the caramel corn when I was there. I was too young to operate the kettles. So just make sure this gets nice and mixed up. One variation you could do, it's really good, is make some cheddar popcorn. Might want to look a recipe up for that. I still have yet to make it. Maybe I'll do it again sometime. And then put the caramel on top. It's really good. Make the caramel cheddar corn super good. Well, that's your caramel corn. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Leave me comments, let me know how it turned out, and any suggestions for anything you want in the future. Thanks.